Are we ready to start? Are we ready to triv? Are we ready to triv? Oh, bud? Let's triv! Let's triv! Oh, buddy boy. Oh, buddy, just let me sleep. Let's triv! All right, I'll let you go, bud. You go ahead. You go ahead. Do your thing. Here we go. Here we go. What country produces the most coffee in the world? What country produces the most coffee in the world? Oh, the dogs ran upstairs. Mike 120, Dread, Anime Dan, Demi Berlin, Fisichella, Kitty. Reminder that you are allowed to Google. You don't have to guess based on what you know. You can if you want. It's up to you. But if you Google and go get the answer, that's no problem. We embrace it. We embrace getting correct answers and learning together participation, alright? Fisichella, Kitty, MTF King Kong, Nika, Scythian, Puzzled. Puzzled is playing. Regib. Grimace. Let's get in here. And that's the 1 minute clock. Is that all the answerers? All right. Well done, everybody that answered correctly. Let's see what we got. Brazil is a true powerhouse of coffee production. The country single-handedly produces nearly 40% of the world's coffee supply. Brazilian coffee. Let's look at that tasty stuff. Your name was shout out probably 20. Well, there's a Twitch lag too. So whenever you hear me shouting out your name, I actually said it like 15 seconds before you heard it because of the Twitch lag. So bear in mind that. They are high on coffee and their neighbors are high on Coke. Oh yeah, potentially. Colombia has a lot of coffee as well. I don't know if that's the country you meant, but Brazil has excellent waxes. Oh, I got you. They got excellent waxes. All right, coffee. Brazil makes lots of coffee. Scotty says his stream crashed. He's on his phone. Oh, Caspiar Salomon Tishies, you're in here as well. We'll count those two. You were right there. I missed naming you. So, Scotty, how are you doing? Your stream crashed. What do you mean? You all right? You gonna get those points? Almost everyone put Brazil, so good job on that. Who's a coffee drinker? I'm certainly a coffee drinker. Who's had Brazilian coffee? I usually just get Folgers. Scotty needs coffee. You got the points? All right. Well, you ready to move on then? What? You hate coffee? Almost makes you throw up the smell. What? I can't live without coffee. I gotta have it every day. Day. I'm addicted. I drink straight black coffee. We've talked about this. We had this on another trivia. All right. Hot Chocks for you. Well, Hot Chocks is good too, but the real deal maker is the caffeine. All right, just do your best there, Scoots. It's no problem, no pressure. You're fine. Just do your best. The waxes are better than the coffee. Heard that. All right, let's go on to question number 2. Question number 2. Let's get ready. Get your trivia form ready. And you might want to try the pause play thing if your lag is issuing you. All right, here we go. Question number 2. In what U.S. state is Kodiak Island located? In what U.S. state is Kodiak Island located? Hey, bud. You want to come back? Want to come back, bud? Goof nut. Mike 120, Rega Puzzled Kitty. Get your answer in. Get your answer into the form. Silent one, Caspiar. Just chill. Just chill and be good. In what state is Kodiak Island located? What state? Silent one, Caspiar, Demi Berlin, Nika, Grimace, Anime Dan, MTF King Kong, Scythian, Fistachella, Tissues, Dread, Hot Rod Piper. Y'all are getting in on the last second when we got a minute timer. We'll count you all, you guys. We'll count you all. We're going to try to be more lenient. But you got to be kind of fast, though. You want to get in there. Big lag. All right. It's all good. We'll count you. That's about it. We're out of time. You can't use a computer at all there, Scoots? You're using a phone? All right. That's that. Let's see what we got. In what state is Kodiak Island located? You're going by vibe right now. You're having issues, eh? Sorry about that. No pressure, Scoots. Alaska. Alaska. Anybody put that? That's the state. So if you put like the name of another name for the island, we wanted the state. So Kodiak Island is an island off the coast of Alaska right here. Alaska's this big old state right here, which is not attached to the continental U.S. If you guys are not familiar with the United States, this one is up above Canada. This big, giant section here. It's also the biggest state by far. It's about the size of half the U.S. And it's cold there. And this island right here is Kodiak Island. Kodiak Island is home to Kodiak bears, which I learned are the biggest bears in the world. Look at that son of a gun. Holy moly. A Kodiak bear is a sub-breed of a grizzly bear, but it's actually the biggest. This is the biggest bear breed in the world. Holy moly. Holy moly. And not only that, but these Kodiak bears are only native to this island or this area. They're landlocked, I think is what I was reading earlier. And there's plenty of them. They're not like close to endangered, but they're all landlocked on this big old island. and they don't mingle with other bear types. Kodiak bears. Kodiaks are monsters. Yeah. So anyway, Kodiak Island. If you ever wind your way there, be careful. Be careful for these big monsters. It's also a big fishing port for the U.S. Kodiak Island is one of the biggest fishing ports. Learn you some. All right, we're ready to move on to question 3. Question 3. Let's put another minute on. Go ahead and pause and unpause. See if we can help that lag. But if you're getting in there at the end, we'll still count you. We're not going to be as harsh as we used to be, all right? Especially where I guess Scoots is having problems. Sorry, Scoots. Like to take the gun away from the hunter. I'd be a dead hunter then. I assume that was legal hunting. I assume you can legally hunt them. Not poaching. Alright. Here we go. Question number 4. Is that where we were? No, we're on question 3. There it is. Question number 3. Get your pads ready. Here we go. In the United Kingdom, what is the day after Christmas known as? In the United Kingdom, what is the day after Christmas known as? Any UKians? United Kingdomian? What do you call yourselves? Any Brits? Any Brits? Mike 120 Anime Dan. Kate Tissues, Caspiar, Demi Berlin, Nika. I kind of know, Googling to be sure. I had no clue. Regib, Fisichella, MTF King Kong, Puzzled, Silent One. You're all on time. You have that day here in Australia. Oh, nice. I don't think it's known here in the U.S. at all. I've never heard of it. Dread, Grimace, Hot Rod Piper, Scythian. Oh, you were colonized by the Brits. You have it in Canada too. Well, maybe us Americans are just slower, huh? Had to Google and was like, oh, that day. Okay. Nice. Nice. All right, we're out of time. I think that's all the answers we're getting. Yeah, Puzzled. Yeah, I read yours. Yep. If you put well, how do I phrase that? What is a day? It said it there too, but Boxing Day. You watch Doctor Who, huh? That came out in Doctor Who. How come Americans didn't colonize that holiday too? Boxing Day is celebrated on December 26th, the day after Christmas in the UK, and apparently other places as well. The exact origin of the holiday's name is a bit unclear, but the name has been used since at least the 1700s. Well, I think it's pretty clear why it's called that. It's not boxing like fighting. It's like boxing gifts. It's like a day. It's an extra day of gifts, essentially. Well, this says is not returning Christmas gifts in boxes. I know you're not returning them. I guess maybe the name is a little more unknown of why, but the traditions are you keep doing more gifts. It's like a second Christmas day, so that makes sense to me. Boxing Day, you're gonna box more gifts. It's nothing to do about gifts. Oh. Ran out of tea in Boston. But Tea Party joke. Well, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with gifts. Maybe I'm wrong. It's named that off this. Traditionally, the day after Christmas Day was a day off for servants who would often receive a special festive box from their masters. Okay, well, it's an extra gift box. How it started. But as far as modern traditions, I think it's like an extra day of boxing gifts, so. People line in front of stores from the day before. Alright. Well, there you go. If you're feeling extra generous and want to give away more gifts on December 26th, you can do that to be festive for Boxing Day. Let's move on. We're going a little on the slow side. Let's move on. Question number 4. Get your pads ready. Get your pads ready. You should watch the fights in front of the stores. Thanksgiving time is worse. Black Friday. Yeah, why not name it Unboxing Day? That makes more sense, yeah. Maybe you're boxing more gifts for people. I don't know. Festive boxes for workers would be food, etc., not actual presents. I guess that's where it originated. All right, thanks for the history lesson. All right, let's go. Question number 4. Get your pads ready. Here we go. What cartoon character gets strong from eating spinach? Who doesn't already know that? What cartoon character gets strong from eating spinach? Caspiar Regib. What do you think, Hamoods? What do you think, Hamoods? What do you think the answer is? No Google needed. Immediately know for sure. Anime Dan, Demi Berlin, Dread, Fisicella, Kitte, Mike 120, Puzzled, Tissues, Hot Rod Piper, Nika. Yeah. Scythian. What do you think, bud? We don't care about spelling. Y'all were in there quick that time. No Googlage needed. Grimace, MTF King Kong. What? You just want to lie down? You don't want to be on cam. Cartoons were good then. That's an old cartoon, too. It's old cartoon. It was like 1920s originally. Actually, back then it wasn't a cartoon. It was, I guess that is a cartoon, but newspaper. It wasn't animated. It started out as newspaper cartoons. Silent One, you're in here. If I didn't say your name. Everybody's in here. Well done. Well done. The movie was your favorite? Popeye, of course. 80s baby, and we grew up with these cartoons compared to the crap these days. Tom and Jerry were awesome too. I heard that. Here's a fun tidbit that kind of made me want to ask that question, even though it's fairly easy. Most people know Popeye. But did you know that Popeye was based on real people? There was this picture circulating on the Facebook, which I saw. NFT Andy reminds you of Popeye. That's funny. Now, if only Sony released the animated Popeye movie instead of the Emoji movie. They could redo a Popeye in modern 3D. That'd be interesting. So, this isn't actually the original Popeye it was based on, like the Facebook pic says it is. But apparently, back in 1919, this guy was asked by the New York Times to come up with a new cartoon character that would pop to younger generations. He was from a town called Chester in Illinois, in which there were many interesting personalities, and he would adopt his cartoons. And when creating Popeye, he inspired it on a man named Frank Fiegel, nicknamed by the locals as Rocky, who was actually a bartender, not a sailor, but he always talked about wanting to sail. He was bold, strong chin, thick arms, smoked like a chimney. He would wear the striped shirt, his cap. He'd wear the cap and have the pipe, and he would get into fist fights. But he was a very nice, charming man as well. And that's the only known photo of the actual Popeye, the actual person that inspired Popeye originally. But then, as time went by, the cartoon also morphed into better portraying this guy, who is an unknown name, who was a sailor in the German Navy. So this picture came up. It's in the Imperial War Museum, I guess. Some sailor, and they adapted the cartoon to be based around this guy, even though originally it was based around this guy. So there you go. There you go. You learned a little something. I thought it was interesting when I saw that on Facebook, and then apparently it's a morph. It's two people. All right. Popeye's the bartender, man. Pop and I after Boxing Day. All right, let's move on. Question number 5. Let's get the show on the road. Here we go. Get your pads ready. Question number 5. What is the fear of spiders called? Another fairly easy one, especially if you watch the movie. What is the fear of spiders called? Robin Williams made so many great movies and gave us so much laughter. Yeah, he did play Popeye in that movie. He looked a lot like him. Don't worry about spelling, just give your best. Fistachella, Silo, MTF King Kong, Puzzled, Scythian, Regab, Demi Berlin, Hot Rod Piper, Mike 120, Grimace are all in here. Anyone else? Any other takers? Anime Dan, Nika, Kitty, Tissues. You're all right at the end of a minute. We'll count you. We'll count you guys. My Druja, you're pretty late. We'll count you though. I didn't Google it yet. We'll count you. Thanks for participating. Let's try to be a little quicker though. Which I know that lag is a thing. I know. So it might not seem as long for you if you were lagging, but just do your best. Arachnophobia! Did you put arachnophobia? I think you did. The dread you put anocrobia, which is a pretty far off spelling, man. But I think we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. That lag hit you, eh? Well, you're in there though. You're not towards the end, Kitty. Anybody that is afraid of spiders, here, have some pics. Spiders are our friends. Well, if you have arachnophobia, here's some spider pics for you. Woo! Boogie, boogie, boogie. Yeah, and that was a movie starring this guy, old Dumber here. What was his name? Jeff Daniels? I like that movie. Some killer spiders. I'm not afraid of them, but I still ain't inviting them to dinner. Heard that? They can stay in their corners, am I right? They can stay in their corners. A gray spot on my screen? Say what? Arachnophobia. Oh, yeah. So you're talking about this little sliver right there. I missed that. That is the edge of my green screen. It does annoy me when I see it. See? So thank you, because I don't like it either. If you ever notice that sliver, yeah, if you ever see that, I guess just by the way, anyone, if you ever see this, the sliver, just comment sliver and I'll fix it. It annoys me too. The broken TV. All right. There it is. It's a 1990 movie. It ends with a... But they're not giant spiders. They're just regular sized spiders. But they're like really extremely aggressive. They're chasing you and stuff. The Matrix was breaking. Oh no! Let's see, a lot of people have all what they need to get their dollar. Anime Dan, Fisicella, Grimace, Kitty, Mike 120, MTF King Kong, Nika. Oh, a lot more. Puzzled, Regib, Scythian, Silent One, Tissues. Keep on going. Keep on going. You guys can claim that dollar in Wax or PayPal. You must be in the US if you want PayPal though. Or you'll be able to get a sketch card 3-pack. Or on down if you missed a few. Alright. Alright. Let's move on. Question number 6. Minute on the clock. Here we go. Question 6. Who received the 1921 Nobel Prize for Physics? Who received the 1921 Nobel Prize for Physics? Do you know? Do you know, Hamoods? You know the answer, Moods? Yeah. He's Bud. You. Nobel Prize for Physics, 1921. A very well-known person. Now you know. Anime Dan, KSPR, Mike 120, Kitty, Hot Rod Piper, Silent One, Demi Berlin, Puzzled, MTF King Kong, Regib, Nika, Fisicella, Dread. Thank y'all for playing today. That's a nice little lineup of players. Tissues. You're all in here. Scythian, Grimace. I got a couple answers that are not the one I'm looking for. We're going to see. Time is up. We all answered up. Who received the 1921 Nobel Prize for Physics? Albert Einstein. There may be more than one person. If there is, then there is. Let's see. I'm seeing a lot of Einstein. But we do have a couple other answers, so let's look it up. Science rules, Bill Nye. 1928 for that person. Owen Williams Richardson, that's 1928. It's not 1921. $1929 for that person. Prince Louis Victor Pierre Raymond, 1929. So the year makes a difference, guys. Albert Einstein. It's all good. Yeah, the year made the difference there. Einstein. For his services to theoretical physics, and especially for his discovery of the law of the photoelectric effect. All right. All right. Now you know. Einstein. What else did Einstein do? E equals mc squared. Right? Relativity? If you're close to a black hole, then you'll age much slower than the people that are not close to the black hole. That's what I learned in that movie, Interstellar. Relativity. All right. I guess sometimes you can share them. Well, it doesn't look like he shared it. All right. We got FOMO to go. FOMO to go. Put a minute on the clock. Question number 7. Let's keep it moving. We got 10 minutes till the hour. Let's keep it on going. We're going to go over a little bit. That's how it goes. Here we go. What celebrity has had their dog cloned twice? What celebrity has had their dog cloned twice? Did you guys know that you can even clone dogs? It's not just a myth. You want to get cloned, bud? You want to get cloned? We have another little buddy? If I had celeb money, I know I would. Anime Day, Mike 120, Hot Rod Piper, Kitty, Silent One, Puzzle, Nika, FTF King Kong, Fistachella, Ragib, Caspiar, Scythian, Grimace, Tissues. Be good, bud. Dread, Demi Berlin, all on time. Thumbs up. Maybe she cloned herself 3 times already. I don't know that humans have been successfully cloned. Maybe they have. That's a Google. But apparently animals absolutely have been cloned. Dogs, cats, and you. Can definitely pay to have that done. Alright, that's about all the answers we're getting, eh? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, bud? Barbara Streisand. I think everyone got it right. Barbara Streisand. Vegas is filled with Elvis clones. Very true. Very true. Apparently, you can clone your dog for about $50,000. The life expectancy is a little bit less, but it's a literal clone. It doesn't mean that they have the same personality and temperament, like it says right here. It's only partly determined by genetics. A lot has to do with the way it's been raised. But yeah, there's our dogs right there. Clone dogs. Barbara Streisand's clone dogs. Don't clone my pet cockroach. $50,000 to clone a dog, $35,000 to clone a cat. If anybody's interested. Forget about rescuing a new pet. Create a new one from your old pet, right? Hey, some people are into it. Her dogs look like her. That's funny. Alright, we got 3 more to go. Let's get through her. Does size impact the price? I don't know. Not from the quick Googles I did. They really only need the stems. They need some stem cells or something. They need some cells. If you're into that. Alright, question number 8. Here we go. Get your pad ready. How many bones does a shark have? How many bones does a shark have? Maybe Barbara Streisand's a clone of a dog. Anime Dan. Kitty. Puzzled Nika Scythian. Silent One. Mike 120. Oh, buddy, Blue. Reg of Tissues, MDF King Kong, Hot Rod Piper, Grimace, Demi Berlin Dread. What? What, bud? You knew that one from fishing. Oh, yeah? You fish sharks? You been shark fishing? Alright, we're out of time. Fisticella. Right on the end there, Fisticella. Sharks are made of ear. Exactly. You're right on the end there, Fisticella, but we'll count it. We're gonna try to be less tight on the time, since it is just play to earn anyway. And we appreciate participation. Alright, let's find out. Let's find out what we got here. How many bones does a shark have? 0. Sharks do not have bones. They don't have bones. Now that one surprised me. I was like, wait, what? Even the teeth aren't considered bone, I don't think. Or else they would be named as bones. It's all cartilage. It's a cartilage skeleton. Meaning the stuff that's in our noses or in our ears or our fingernails, that's all cartilage. Boneless shark, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. I live in Daytona Beach, Florida. I love fishing. Awesome. Yeah. So it's like bones. I mean, it creates the shape of the shark, but it's softer. It's not hard like a bone. It's soft and it's flexible. Exactly. And that is actually what makes them so dangerous as an apex predator, is that they're able to move around and twist and turn so quickly. Where if it was all bones, it wouldn't move around that fast. The Google says they're not bones though, Dread. I know you put like a big number, but where'd you get that number at? Because it says no, sharks don't have jaw bones, but they do have jaws. They're not made of bones. They're composed of cartilage. That's what all this says. Bones are different from cartilage. 0. See that? It all says 0. Did sharks have a boner? I don't know. You can look that one up yourself, King Kong. See how they mate. See how it's done. All right, we're ready to move on. Question number 9. Question number 9. I got a long book question for you. They call them hammerheads for 2 reasons. I got a book question for you. It's kind of long, but it does show up on Google very easy. So good luck. And Scoot said that next week he'll have a kayaking question instead of a book question for you. All right, we ready to go? Get your pad ready. Here we go. In Malazan Book of the Fallen by Steven Erikson, what is the name of the Lord of Moonspawn, also known as the Knight of Darkness? Let me say that again. In Malazan Book of the Fallen by Steven Erikson, what is the name of the Lord of Moonspawn, also known as the Knight of Darkness? If you Google what is the name of the Lord of Moonspawn, you get the answer. Good luck. We got 30 something longer as well. Good luck. In Malazan Book of the Fallen, what is the name of the Lord of Moonspawn? Kitte's in here. Caspiar, Nika, Dread, Mike 120, Ragged, Puzzle, Demi Berlin, Anime Dan. What? Be on camera. You're cute. Scythian, Silent One, MTF King Kong, Grimace, Hot Rod Piper. Oh, buddy, boo. That's about it. That's about it. All right. What's the name of the Lord of Moonspawn? Dang it. Earlier it showed up real easy for me. Let's do Malazan Book. There it is. Anomander Rake. Oh, Malazan Book. Anomander Rake was the Lord of Moonspawn, or Son of Darkness, or a few other names. Night of Darkness. Lord of Moonspawn. Most people got that right. Oh, one word. Anyway, Anomander Rake. One person put something else. Scoots, you tell us what that means. What does Tista Andy mean? I hit my goal of 3 sketch cards. Now we'll pass. Well, we still got another question. Oh, Tishies didn't even find it, eh? Sorry about that. Yeah, a little rougher one. A little bit rougher one. We got here, what? Another fantasy-like book? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Some cool artwork. Oh, some cool artwork. All right. We got one question to go. Oh, we're already 5 minutes past the hour. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate. Minute on the clock, and we're ready to do our cryptid question of the week. That one was from our other roommate. That's true. Oh, okay. Well, most everyone put the right answer. Cryptid question of the week. I'm gonna describe a cryptid and also the location. And the name of the cryptid that you guys put down has to match the description and its location. Oh, autographs from a famous author, eh? All right. So let's get it done. Let's get ready. Get your pads ready for our cryptid question. Here we go. What Cuban cryptid is said to be a giant bulletproof snake with horns? What Cuban cryptid is said to be a giant bulletproof snake with horns? Dun, 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 dun. Get our answers into the form. Mike 120's in here. Is that a hard one to Google up? Cuban cryptid. Giant bulletproof snake with horns. Mike 120, Puzzled, Fisichella, Demi Berlin, Caspi Arquette. Demi Berlin, Anime Dan. Yeah, I'm not sure where you got your answer there. We'll look at it though, Kitty. We have some varying answers. Demi Berlin, Anime Dan, Nika, Scythian, MTF King Kong. Grimace, Silent One, Tissues. Dread. Let's count them. We'll count all you guys. Alright, well, let's see what I get, y'all. Cuban cryptid, giant, bulletproof snake with horns. Madre de Aguas. There are a few things here, so I will look up some other ones here that we got. But the main one that we're looking for is a Madre de Aguas, which translates to Mother of Water. Right here. Cuban folklore. So it has to be from Cuba as well. That's what it looks like. Alright, let's see what else we got. Can't type that fast. Some people put a Octena, horned serpent. Definitely looks right. Native American. North America could work. North American. We'll go ahead and accept. Well, that's just horned serpent. Oh, that's just horned serpent. Here. That's a Native American legend. Cherokee. That's not Cuban. Also, does it have legs? No, it's more like a snake, I guess. It does fit the description. Let's go ahead and give him to it. Octena. A few people put Octena. Scoots, let's give that to them. It's actually Native American, not Cuban, but the description certainly fits. Nah, this one is just a horned viper. That's not a cryptid at all. Arabian Peninsula. Sorry, that one's the wrong answer. Carestus Gasparetti. So, Madre de Aguas or Octena will work. Silent one, that's what you put. Carestus Gasparetti. That's the scientific name of a horned viper in Arabia. That's not the same thing as a cryptid. Alright. Thank you all for playing. We will look at the results here in just a minute. But let's take a quick peek at our Space Yeti again. We got 18 plays. Shouts to Cody Bear, Anime Dan, Scythian, Nika, High Riser, Demi Berlin, Randman, King Kong, UXO, Bentley, Fat B, Pigar, and Mydruja, Gucci Gaming, Grimace, Silent One, Fisichella, Lemuel. Wow. So most of the people that play trivia plus some extras. Thanks for playing, y'all. And go ahead and solve this puzzle in the next 3 hours. The password is Space Yeti. And it shows our Space Yeti. There will also be a P2E game that goes up here tonight by tomorrow. And the prizes for the last P2E game will go live tomorrow. Or tonight by tomorrow. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Get this bad boy solved. So everybody watching that hasn't already, make sure to do this as well. There you go. The Space Yeti. UFO plus Yeti equals Space Yeti. And we do have a kind of a mixed name like that for all 5 of the pairs. That's cute. Alright, see what we got here, y'all. And then I'll raid as soon as we reveal the scores. So if you can just wait around just a little bit more until raid time, be appreciated. Anime Dan, you got your dollar all the way. Grimace, you got your dollar. Did you want that in wax or did you want a three sketch cards? Up to you. Kitty, same thing. Mike 120, same thing. King Kong, I'm putting $1 wax. If you guys want a pack of 3 sketches, let me know. Alaska screw you over. Solid One wants a 3-pack. All right, let's see what we got. Puzzle wants a 3-pack. Solid One 3-pack. All right. So Kitty and Mike or King Kong, if you want a 3-pack. Oh, you want your sketch cards? All right. King Kong. Yeah, these are sketch cards. Yep. Grimace, you want a 3-pack. Works for me, y'all. Glad you want those things. Hey, you might, if you don't want them, they might sell for more than $1. 3 sketch cards might sell for more than $1. All right. Boom. Demi Berlin got a 3-pack. Fisichella got a 3-pack. Nika, Regib, Scythian, Tissues. All got screwed by one question somewhere, but you still got your 3-pack. That's what I'm talking about. 8 points and 7 points got a 2-pack. So Hot Ride Piper. Caspiar. All right. What else we got? 6 points for a 1-pack for Dread. And that looks like about it. That looks like today's Trivs. All right. Thank y'all for playing today. Thank y'all for playing today. Kitty wants a 3-pack as well. Cool beans. Works for me, y'all. To Queen Kitty? Is that your wallet, or do you have a different wallet than normal? All right. All right. Yeah, thank y'all for playing. It was fun trivia today. Let's see. We need to raid somebody, eh? Online end zone. See you, Sully. Let's just give online in another shot, eh? As usual, learning new stuff. Nice. I know we raid into online a lot, but he raids into us a lot too. Let's just go ahead and give him a shout since he's on, alright? That's cool little emojis you got there, Kitty. That's cool. Alright. So don't forget that tomorrow the Avalon puzzle game ends, so you want to get your puzzle solved for Avalon, which will enter you into a nice NFT, as well as $5 if you also play Pinup Warlords tomorrow. Tomorrow's AMA is with Pinup Warlords. I hope to see you guys there at the same time of day as today. And there will be lots of prizes from different collections. I got more Funko and Warsaken and some other things. So hope to see you there. This weekend we got our promo drops. The P2E game is going live here also by tomorrow. And then I will be back here in 1 week for another Triv. Hope to see you there. And then next week we will have Skatecoin as our official collab. All right? So it's been fun. And it's been real. And I'm Breakman. I'm going to leave you with the online end. And let's read! I said let's raid!